All right, so we're gonna be going through. We're gonna be talking about some different things that you need to be aware of, okay, and how you can save a ton of money in a huge disaster by just being aware of a few things. Okay, so we're going to start with one that everybody's kind of leery of. You've heard all the horror stories. You've heard all of the, you know, the things of people losing tens of thousands of dollars and with nothing but a wake of destruction to show for what they've spent their money on. And the contractor just goes, there was a show not long ago. It's been a few years. His name was Adam Carolla. He's a comedian. It's called To Catch a Contractor. You seen that?
No, but that sounds like a nightmare.
Okay, so let me walk you through the premise of this crazy show. Didn't mean to talk about this, but we're going to. So what's crazy is that so Adam Carolla, he had this, one of his staff is like a blonde, you know, whatever, crazy lady. And they would find out, like, people in a community that got totally screwed from like a renovation. And they showed pictures of these people's poor houses and they would be gutted. And that's it. And the family had to live in there and they lost like $100,000 and they couldn't do anything. They're living in the police can't do anything. Gosh. And then the contractors like change LLCs and you can't find them. They change their number. So basically Adam Carolla is like, no, he used to be, he's like a, you know, kind of a red or blue collar guy. His origins, he used to be a contractor before he became a really famous comedian. And so he got a staff together and basically what happened was he would go around and he would find these people and then he would, like, through a private investigator, track down this contractor, and then he would send in one of his staff who was this young attractive woman, go up to him and he would be like, hi, can you come to my house? I'm looking for a contractor. Just like make it look like it was a coincidence. They found him on the street with his truck sticker on the side of his car. And so sure. Hey, how you doing? Right. So he would come to her house to give her a bid. And when he got there, Adam Carolla and some dudes that he know, they're like 6'5", like 300 pounds, would be in the driveway waiting for him. And they would make him go back to that house and fix his crap and give him the money back.
I think I do remember this show.
Yes.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it's been a long time. Yes,
if you've heard of that show, guys, comment on the show. I want to hear if you guys have heard of this show. It is crazy. What up, Ashley? What up, Yoon? So if you guys have heard of this show, hit the smiley face or a thumbs up in the comment, because I want to hear if you guys have heard of that show. So what's up? Okay, so all right, so the first thing that we're going to talk about is scams. Okay, so I'm going to walk through a few things you need to know about scams and how not to get scammed, what you should be looking for. Man, we got to get this, the pixelation. What's going on with my screen? I'm not upset. I'm not happy about it at all. Okay, the first thing that we wanted to kind of walk through with you are, guys, door-to-door contractors say, I'm working in your neighborhood on homes near you right now.
Run.
Shut the door in his face. Break his toes. It's very unlikely that a contractor is going to roll up on your house. Most contractors that I know don't have time to breathe or even call their wives back, much less knock on doors to get business.
Yeah,
okay?
Especially in this market.
No, it does not happen.
Anyway.
It does not. If you have a contractor knocking on your door being like, yo, I need some work, I'm in your hood. They probably won't talk like that, though.
No, they probably won't.
It would be a little scary.
I don't even hear these sound effects.
Oh, you don't hear the sound effects?
No,
Oh.
not fair.
What? You don't hear them?
No.
Why not?
You hear them in yours?
Of course I do.
Okay, well, maybe everybody else does, and I just...
Well, I sure hope so, because that would be awkward. All right, so okay, so scams. So door-to-door salesmen, door-to-door contractors come in your door. I'm working on houses in your neighborhood. Run, shut the door, okay? Guys, the elderly are particularly, seriously, the elderly are particularly vulnerable.
I know, that makes me so sad.
I mean, you work your whole life to have a nest egg, and then, you know, you trust people, and then someone comes to your door, I'm like, hey, and they sell you on this job, and they don't know, they take your money, and then they run, and then you're, you know, how do people sleep, man? There's a special place in hell. That's all I got to say. What'd I say? Say something bad? Okay. All right. Okay. So understand too that some people will set up an LLC like we talked about before. Contractors will come, they'll scam you out of this. They'll set up an LLC and then they'll run.
And then do it again and again.
And then
they'll run with your money and then do it again.
They'll run and they'll take your money and they will roll out. They will take your money. Okay. We don't want that. Okay. So it's important, guys. The power of a referral is amazing, right?
Of course.
Yeah. So if someone comes to you and is like, hey, you're like, hey, I have a referral. Trust someone who's done. The first thing that we did when Judy and I knew a guy and I had a pretty good idea of who I was going to use because this is what I do. We do real estate. Guys, we do real estate.
We do.
Yes. We have I've done 1 or 2 deals today. So this is what I do. So my job is but I still, didn't we? We talked to some people and said, how many did we talk to? Can I just say you are so attractive?
Oh my gosh, stop.
I love my wife. So, okay. So we talked to several but we knew we pretty much had an idea of what we were going to work for. So the power of a referral, guys. And then we didn't just take the word for it. Like we vetted the people, and you got to vet the people that are coming in your house. It is amazing how people just trust. Do not just trust people. You got to vet them out. Okay. Make sure that you're looking at their work, seeing maybe a portfolio. You know what suffices for me is I'm like, hey, just send me 2 or 3 past clients and their phone numbers. And if they have any success whatsoever, even if they've got like a bunch of people who hate their work, if they have 3 people that love their work, like that's a start, right? We want more than that though.
Yes.
But still, it's 3 people. Hey, do you have 3 people that I could talk to that would say that you're awesome?
Yeah. And it's always just peace of mind too, like knowing if you're getting a referral from somebody, that they can be trusted, that they do good work.
Yeah. And you want to see their work.
Yeah. Want to see their work.
I generally do. Yeah, I don't take it. So, and then very rarely have we had people come in and we just didn't look, further and beneath the covers.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So, are they members of the BBB? That's another thing you want to definitely check into, because while being a member of the Better Business Bureau isn't a guarantee that they're going to be killer, it is hard to scam people when. I guess it's not, but it's something. It's one more layer that you can check in. You can see how many people, what their rating is, that kind of thing. So the Angie's Lists of the world and that kind of thing, gosh, I just don't know about that. But the BBB has been around a long time, and people who are part of that, definitely it helps your chances, I think. So,
yeah.
And if you're doing a lot of things to check, you're really mitigating some of the danger. Okay. So also, guys, know that if you get scammed out of money, there's very little the police can and will do, right?
Yes.
I mean,
I understand.
From what you understand.
Thankfully, we've never been scammed like
that.
you
can, yeah.
Yeah, from what I understand, there's, nothing really that the police can do.
Yeah.
You can try to go after them in court if you can find them, but,
it's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah. A lot.
Okay, and also, guys, know that there's little, so don't expect justice to be served. And I hate to say it, but if you get scammed, you're often left holding the bag. Okay, so just be mindful, check your people, vet your people. Another thing to be aware of is what we call front-loaded contracts. Okay, so if somebody comes to your house and like, hey, I'm going to do this bid for you, and I want 50% right out of the gate to start the job.
Heck to the no.
Can we role play?
No.
No, let's role play. Can we? It'll be a good one.
I hate role
No,
play.
it's good. You're so good at it.
No, I'm really not.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Hey, I'm a contractor. Give me 50%.
No, thank you.
See, you're really good at these role plays. That's really good. All right, so don't do it. These 50%, because, even if they are legitimate, they don't need, come on. They don't need 50%.
No, yeah. 50% is
that's a lot of money.
Lot. Yeah, way too much for you to be putting down for a deposit or retainer or whatever.
Yeah. So you should expect, draws. So if you do a renovation, draws are the norm. You give them a little bit to start, then you go from there, and you look at the schedule of draws that your contractor lays out for you, and you be ready for those. And when you ask you for the money, give them the money, okay? Don't be a jerk, be a nice human, okay? So super important. So scams, making sure door-to-door contractors, no good. Front-loaded contracts, no good, okay? And just vet your people. Super huge, guys. Look at the work they've done. Ask for references. Call around. It's amazing how many people just trust, okay?